needed him.
I think Dimitri's done, you know, a really good job this time, and it's. I'm really pleased the way he's pushed the band. I think it's. I think it shows. It just shows on the recordings now. Just like no, sort of play it, work it out even more. Sort of think about it even more. Get your parts together, like right there and then, and play them. You know, come on, use your brain.
We come in with a song and we like the way it sounds. Dimitri will come and say, "But no, let's see it from this angle or that instrument." We kind of let ourselves be open in that way. We let ourselves to be that vulnerable, you know, to have our songs fucked with. We went into the studio thinking it was going to be much more electronic and much more sequence-based, but it actually comes out sounding a bit more like our first two albums in the sense of, you know, this. It's just basically drums, bass, guitars, and piano.
The thing about the band is that there's no fixed roles when it comes to the studio. And when it comes to the studio, the only people who record and put stuff down is the band as well. You know, we don't have producers playing anything on there, we don't have Bill playing anything on there. It's a three-way thing, but it's still the nucleus of the band.
I never really thought that so many people would want to listen to me trying to understand the world, which I guess is kind of what I'm kind of doing in the lyrics. Me trying to understand myself and trying to understand my place in the world. And I guess I still feel quite uncomfortable about my place in the world. Otherwise, I'd probably be writing gospel music or, you know, doing some, you know, writing things that were sort of more euphoric by nature or, you know, less questioning by nature.
With this album, we kind of reached a point where the music is doing the talking, and it doesn't feel like we have to go out there and shout from the rooftops and just sort of just try to show off or try to impress people anymore. We kind of did that for a long time, and, you know, in the way that we dressed, in the way that we behaved, in the way that we were speaking in the press. It was really a case of, come on, man, just listen to us. You know, we're not just that, but we're not just Pure Morning, and we're not just these transvestites. It's this faggot of a band. You know, we are a proper musician. You know, writing really good songs.
I want to write about sort of why does love end? You know, why does love disappear? Or why, you know, why can I be surrounded by people and still feel completely alienated? You know, why do I feel like this? You know, and why do I need certain things in order to get me through the day? Why does my lifestyle affect my relationships? Why, you know, these things? Why am I so confused? And why doesn't, as you get older, why doesn't it get easier? And just, you know, stuff like that.
Something we've pursued over the albums is to try and have emotional content, you know, rather than just a track. And
we write what we feel, and then we play that, and that's basically it. It's a conveying of emotion, and a conveying of feelings.
You know it's a good song if you can strip it down to a complete skeletal form and play it on one instrument, an acoustic guitar or a piano and a voice, and it still comes across, then you know it's a good song. You can write a song and you have to wait 6 years for it to actually be recorded and mixed, and it still completely levels you. It still has a huge emotional impact on you. Then you know you've written a great song.
once it's finished as a track, it's kind of done. You don't actually spend that much time with it personally. You just go through the whole process of making it come together. But you never really have time to sort of stand next to the thing you've made and go, you know, and all this kind of thing. It's just sort of taken away from you. And it feels now, it's like, it doesn't feel like ours anymore. It's kind of, it's out there now. It's going to be for the public. It's the thing, and it becomes something separate again. Because
that's the whole thing. Because if you can feel them yourself, and if they have a place in your heart, then that's why you put them out. Because if you feel them, then someone else can feel them.
I don't know if you call it alchemy or whatever. Just all the elements really coming together at the same time, you know, and at the right time, in order to make this what I believe to be our strongest record so far. And our most immediate record, our most direct, and the record that sort of hides behind things the least.
I just want us to be important, really. And I think the combination of people in the band can achieve a kind of sort of language that a lot of people can understand around the world. And I want to fucking take the Americans on. Because they have better fucking producers and drum sounds and guitar sounds and harder records, and there's so much of the music business in England they don't understand, and they just think they've got it, but it's such an English thing. It needs to be shattered. I feel that big time. Just keep to the right, mate.
And I am